meantime, please enjoy our buffet.
Congratulations again. Good to see you again, Chef.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel na ikaw, Leila, nakapasok kayo dito? How do you feel about
It's great. We're raring to go. It's time to buckle down and work.
Was this a dream kind of situation na magsama kayo ni Leila in the new Congress?
Yes. We were really hoping that would happen, and now that it has, we're so excited.
And ano yung mga joint advocacies? We'll put aside the prosecution issue because it's sensitive, but that's just all about, aside from the impeachment issue, ano yung mga ibang issue ng priorities niyo?
Ay, yung pangangailangan ng mga ordinaryong mamamayan, yung problema natin sa sobrang pagtaas ng presyo ng bilihin, problema yung crisis natin sa edukasyon, access to affordable healthcare. There are so many things we have to address.
And you don't see a kind of a trade-off between the two, na pwede yung issues of accountability, sabay issues ng pwede mong kainin, kumbaga as one senator put it.
Marami-rami na kami na andon. In Akbayan alone, we're 3 representatives. You have Kong Leila, you have several others who think the same way. So, hopefully, we'll be able to really push a lot.
Thank you so much, Kong Chel. Let's talk more soon once you're ready. Senator, Congresswoman-elect Leila Delima.
I'm not used to being called Congressman-elect.
So how, you want to be called Representative Manay Leila?
Manay Leila lang
Manay
muna.
Leila.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, right? Like
It is.
just the other time, sa kulungan tayo, detention tayo nakita. The next time you just came out.
Yeah.
Now you're back on the frontier of history. At balita ko, dumaan ka pa sa orientation and all sa Congress. How was the transition from Senate to the Congress so far?
Well, it's easy and it's difficult. Easy because I do feel that irrespective of where you are, kahit Senado o House of Representatives, pareho lang yan. It all depends on how you perform and how you use the platform. And then different because, well, I think I'm expecting a jungle in the House of Representatives because more than 300 compared to only 24 at the Senate. Imagine there will be several power blocks there that you have to deal with, especially if you really want to push for your legislative agenda. So the how to navigate the environment there. That's what I still don't know.
Because in the Senate you were like 24 republics.
24 republics,
Right,
and you can stand on your own,
Right.
and then you can push for your own advocacy without much effort.
Yeah.
But this time you have to also play some games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something I'm very hindi ako magaling dyan, yung maglaro ng mga political games. So I'm of course asking for pointers from my colleagues, sila former Congressman Teddy Bronner Bagila, si Erin Tanyada, si Kit
Who were in
Belmonte.
leadership positions back in the day,
Yes, and sanay na sila. So I've been asking for advice, even the choice of committee membership, and then of course at this point I'm inclined to really join the minority instead of majority, although that's still under discussion within LP and ML. But of course, a personal choice ko would be to join the minority.
As an independent-minded
Minority. Unless it would be the Duterte bloc, the Congressman Polong Duterte, who would be eyeing for the minority. I don't think I can really join them.
Absolutely.
If sila yon. But if it's somebody else who will be the minority leader, then I'm inclined to join.
You'd rather.
Yes, but I'm still making a list of committee membership. If you're in the minority, it's unlikely that you would get chairmanship, but I think there are exceptions. By tradition, it's not. I mean, by tradition, hindi daw binibigyan ng committee chairmanship ang nasa minority. Although that is not an inflexible rule, I can still be given chairmanship, probably 1 or 2 committees. So iniisip ko pa yon. And then of course even my staffing.
Yeah.
I'm still in the process of organizing my office, especially so that I discovered that there are only 6 items, regular plantilla items in an office of a congressman or congresswoman. So
I want to ask you something kasi there are not many people have had your experience and also going through that Kasi yung naninibagong tao ngayon ay mas malaki yung respeto bigla ngayon ng tao sa dating lower house. I mean, my newspaper, Philippine Daily Inquirer, even had something about editorial about who's the upper house here. Although that's politically correct because it's House of Representatives, Senate. And now you keep on hearing abrogate Senate, circus, clown show. How do you feel about that? Or is it because you saw the rot during your time, how the Senate, their election of duty, they abandoned you, they did not stand up for you.
Yeah, it started during that Senate.
Yeah.
You know, if you may call the diminution in the integrity and the credibility of the Senate as an institution. And it's quite evident to everyone that in terms of performance, the 19th Congress mas nag-shape up at nag-rise up yung House of Representatives compared to the Senate. So that's why we can't blame people who are now advocating for unicameral Congress because of that. And then what's happening in the impeachment, you know, how some senators, judges are behaving. And
as defense lawyers.
Yes, as defense lawyers. And then the procedural maneuvering that they've been doing as if aiding really the cause of VP Sara. The more that the respect of the public is what?
Bumaba yung respeto ng publiko sa abrogate Senate pa nga. And then last one, I mean, this is your night, Leila. Moving forward, I know you don't want to go to the granular nitty-gritties, that's privileged and confidential. Pero anong gusto natin makita in the coming weeks and months? Kasi papunta na tayo sa 20th Congress, big things are coming. And anong ayaw natin makita? May babala pa kayo sa mga tao? What are the things people have to watch out for or keep an eye on?
Okay, very volatile ang situation natin ngayon, especially on two issues, the impeachment and the ICC case involving two Dutertes. And then the outcome of these two important proceedings would really dictate kind of politics that we'll be having. And then the 2028 elections, presidential elections is just in the corner. Ang lapit-lapit na yan, 3 taon na yan. So in fact, karamihan ng mga politicians ngayon, including the senators, judges, are really looking at 2028, which could be influencing their behavior.
Calculus.
The calculus. So yun ang dapat bantayan, napaka-importante niyan. Kasi kung walang mangyari dito sa impeachment, because I do believe, Richard, that the defense, the whole strategy of the defense is to really avoid trial
at any cost.
All costs.
Play all the dirty tricks.
All the tricks in the book, in the law books, will have to be applied by the defense lawyers. And you know, the defense lawyers are really good ones. They're competent. And then, so notwithstanding yung posturing ni VP Sara ngayon, na confident siya, you know, bloodbath daw. She's asking for bloodbath. But I do believe that deep inside her and sa kampo nila,
takot sila.
Ayaw nila at all costs. So, multi-pronged na yan eh. Hindi lang sa Senate court mismo, sa mga senator judges, dyan sa mga maneuverings na ginagawa nila, but also sa Supreme Court because there is a petition there pending. You know, also questioning the constitutionality of the whole process. And then, the action now of the Ombudsman. Nakakagulat yan, Richard, the office of the Ombudsman.
Di ba paalis na siya?
Paalis na siya sa July.
Exactly.
And then bigla, mag-initiate sila. Malinaw po yan sa Ombudsman Act.
Right.
Sections 21 and 22. Ang authority lang ng Ombudsman to investigate any impeachable official, like the Vice President, is for purposes of filing an impeachment complaint. Bakit sila pumapasok ngayon na meron na? A complaint was filed already by the House and the articles of impeachment was transmitted to the Senate.
So, sabotage?
Na-constitute na nga yung Senate as an impeachment court. So bakit biglaan na motu proprio ay nakikialam ang Ombudsman? So hindi mawawala ang mga duda, ang mga haka-haka, speculation na baka naman kasama yan sa game plan nila. Na before the current ombudsman retires, ay tutulong sila sa cause ni VP Sara. Like for example, kasi nga pinapa-file na sila ng counter affidavit. What if i-fast track nila? And then i-dismiss for lack, and then there's this finding of probable cause. So, gagamitin yan ng defense. But there is a more fundamental defect. It's actually jurisdictional. Wala pa ngayon. At kung mag-convict si VP Sara sa impeachment, then the ombudsman can enter, can now fire.
At that stage.
At that stage.
Right.
But they have to wait for the impeachment. Kasi hindi pwede yan.
Yeah.
Kasi impeachable official nga eh. Na hindi pwede kasi kapag tuloy-tuloy yan, halimbawa, hanggang sa halimbawa ng positive yung finding and then warrant of arrest, that cannot be implemented. Kasi that is effectively removal from office of the impeachable official.
Right.
So may ganun na kaagad na I don't know.
So 11th hour sabotage, basically kung may 11th hour appointments, may 11th hour.
I wouldn't know, but there's got to be an agenda there.
Right.
A hidden agenda. Imposible hindi nila alam yan. Na they're not supposed to investigate an impeachable official at this point. Kasi nga, mabuti kung wala pang impeachment complaint, then they can very well initiate an investigation for purposes of filing an impeachment complaint.
Are we flirting with constitutional crisis here if just in case?
Ayan na naman, parang yan gano'n naman. Di ba, muntik-muntikan tayo ng crisis na sa ginawa ng Senado na inattempt na yung motion to dismiss ni Senator
de facto
Bato.
dismissal.
Mukhang ang gano'n yung unang plano nila. But they did not anticipate yung reaction ng public. Medyo kumambyo sila. So that thing about remanding the impeachment case to the House of Representatives is actually just up to me. I see it as just a semi-Solomonic solution, face-saving. Pero they were courting a constitutional crisis.
Exactly.
Kasi wala yan. Sa mandato nila, dinggin ang kaso, tingnan ang ebidensya, then judgment.
And ano yung mensahe nyo sa mga ating mga kabataan? This was a good elections for the pink movement or progressive movement. Lahat kayo panalo, lahat kayo pumasok. At least lahat ng mga we're hoping to be at the forefront of fighting. How do you feel about the pink movement, for the lack of a better term, or the momentum heading into 2028? Because yun din yung isang tinitingnan ng tao eh.
You're correct. Meron talagang momentum ngayon ng opposition. Yung pink, yung yellow, and then the progressives. May momentum, although kulang pa. Pero at least nakita natin, na especially na nagkaroon nga ng yung youth, pinakita. They made their voice heard. And we are of course expecting, hoping and praying that that will be the same in 2028 at mas lalo pa sila magpapakita ng puwersa. So that's a good sign for us. Kaya lang, itong mga na to. Yung
hiccups and hurdles.
And then the ICC. You know, we can never tell what would be the outcome, whether it would be good or there would be worse or what. Then, kawawa na naman.
But we have to work it, right? You work the numbers. You don't wait for things to happen. All right, thank you so much, Representative Manay Leila. Thank you so much.